My name's Dan and I'm an old grumpy gamer. In this video, we're just going to be doing a quick once over on the GTA 6 trailer that dropped a little earlier today. It was meant to drop a bit later today. Yeah, my Discord lit up this morning with a whole bunch of messages saying it had been dropped, and it looks like someone at the PR department did the leaking themselves this time. So I'm not quite sure what happened there, but we now have a video. We have the trailer a few hours early, so let's take a quick look and do a bit of a quick once over. Now, I can't play it end to end because that's not transformative, and Rockstar will copyright strike me like they did last time with the definitive edition video, but yeah, we'll see how we go. So let's take a look. Okay, so standard ESRB stuff. Okay, so we are definitely getting that purple aesthetic that we saw in the trailers and some of the leaks, I should say, especially in that Python leak, which was talking about the purple menu. We have Lucia here. Now, I'm not sure if this is in-game rendering or in-engine rendering. Rockstar typically do in-engine, but it's good. This is definitely part of a cutscene at some point, but it looks absolutely stunning so far. Really liking the detail there in the reinforced glass too. So, and that bunk bed on the right-hand side. So this kind of feels like a home of some kind. Camp, some form of incarceration, yeah, especially given the orange, the orange uniforms out there, and bunk bed seems jail, juvie, something like that. We'll see how we go.
Do you know why you're here? Bad luck, I guess.
Yeah. So water effects look absolutely stunning. I'm liking the brightness there as well, and the waveforms, the cresting of the waves looks absolutely lovely. We can see jet skis and all that kind of gear too, so that looks absolutely fantastic. Again, don't know if this is in-game or in-engine, but we'll see how we go. All right, so that was clearly we're in Florida, so this is the Glades. Bird effects look absolutely fantastic there, and this would be Miami Beach. So there's a lot to unpack here. New models look absolutely fantastic. Lots of diversity in the crowd. Again, a lot of detail for the water effects, and the jet skis are looking fantastic. All looking good so far. And docks again. I don't recognize the name of that boat, but that almost looks like it could be straight out of GTA 5. I know the things are exactly the same, like docks worldwide are exactly the same, but yeah, that's all right. Again, really liking these water effects and the splash effects there. So nighttime, that has us sitting, is that Lucia? It could be. Sitting on top of the car, so I hope that's a mechanic. It looks like a jester there. That is definitely a rancho. And we have lowriders again, so that's all confirmed. That looks like a Jubilee on the left-hand side there, but again, lots of crowds, lots of clearly different factions. Not a lot in weather in this one, but I do like the fact that the lines have the power lines are spooled up and clearly ad hoc and done quite quickly too. Okay, so that is, where are we? Make It Rain Monday. So this is clearly an exotic dance club. So another iteration of Vanilla Unicorn or something similar. So that's again another scene. So that looks absolutely brilliant. All right, now we get a first look at the cars. So we have the Ferrari, we have the Infernus, looks like a Porsche Carrera there, and a few others. We'll do a bit more of a breakdown on this one here. Looks like we have a guy busking there too, so that's great. Hotel Dixon, I will do some research on that to see some of these names a little bit later. But lots of pink and purples in here, so very Miami again. Really liking it so far. What an absolute corker of a scene. Lots of little atolls there. Great bridge. That's got to be a barge. And we have a super yacht as well. So a few things transferring over into the new game. And looking at the models, and I mean the mesh model, not necessarily just the model on screen. Yeah, fine detail. It doesn't look like they've gone, full super, Unreal Engine 5 top spec detail, at least in this rendering on my machine, which is still pretty beefy one. But yeah, character models are looking good. We've seen some diversity in the character models as well. Some new hairstyles there as well, which looks quite neat. We're clearly on top of one of the buildings in Miami there, so yeah, looking good. It's a confirmation of Vice City. Now, we just missed that for half a second there. That Dad Bod Squad, which is absolutely fantastic. But that suggests there might be a bit more in the social media scene. I think I remember seeing a scene a little bit later on as well that looked more like Rockstar take on the TikTok. So let's see what happens with that one. Gators. Well, anyone who's familiar with Red Dead know that Rockstar are really good at programming up wildlife. So having a gator in a pool, that probably means that that's going to be a side quest at some point. And that also means that gators are in the game as wildlife, which means that you probably tackle them or do something with them like you can in Red Dead. That's an interesting mechanic. Right, now here we have what looks to be a car meet. We have drifting. I would say we're probably looking at ad hoc versions of the new drift mechanic, which is being introduced to the LS Customs over the next few weeks. And that is more of the social media stuff there. So we are seeing square in this one. That might be a trim down, but lots of commentary on screen. We've got the heart. So I would suggest we're going to have an in-game version of TikTok or something to that effect. And there's our gator friend again. Now that looks like an interesting way to rob a convenience store, or in this case, what do we got? This looks like a little bazaar or a market. This is food over here. It's just it's just a standard shop. I thought it might have been a bazaar or something. But yep, all right, that looks like a gator in a bodega. Body cam footage from the police. So that indicates they are recording. That might be part of our new Rockstar Games editor, or it could be part of a quest line where we see maybe some gathering some evidence or tracking down other criminals. That's just funny. And yeah, just a few more scenes from Florida being Florida. That looks very Far Cry. I'm just, yeah, absolutely brilliant. Loving it so far.
Well, look who's back.
Ooh, now I wonder who that is. I would say blonde hair, probably a bit rough. Given how Jason looks, this might be her mother. And we know that Rockstar has mummy issues after the interesting encounter between Trevor's mother and Trevor at the trailer at the end of GTA 5. Spoiler alert, really sorry. But I reckon that is probably Jason's mum.
Back.
People being drunk, always fun. More police chases.
We're gonna get through this.
Some very interesting characters, which is always good. And again, confession, this looks like it's being, reported on TV. So the in-game version of Fox News, maybe.
Is by sticking together.
Lots of biker gangs, lots of different cars and different factions. This is amazing. Clearly a robbery going on there, and that looks to be, that's all drinks down the side there. That's all booze down the side there. Don't know if that's a convenience store or just a regular shop. I'm in the UK, so don't know about American culture too much. But... And a saber.
Trust.
Trust.
Getting friendly, so that's always good fun. And the new logo reveal. Okay, so 2025 is their release date. Now, previously, Rockstar has gone from release announcement, although I reckon they've gone a bit early here, but release announcement is normally 22 months before the actual game is released. So that puts us instead for around about October 2025, which is about normal. So that kind of tracks. I suspect even without the leaks, they would have been announcing sometime in the next few weeks. I suspect it would have been next week or the week after. So we have forced them to jump the gun a bit here, but release, December 2023 to October 2025. I think that's 22 months. So that tracks. I would say we're looking at probably a mid-October 2025 release. It looks really good. I'm very, very happy with how the trailer works. I like some of the features they've revealed in here, and we will do a bit more of a deep dive a little bit later. Loving the aesthetic and the colors, the water effects. Water effects just do it for me. So this is absolutely brilliant. The only concerns that I have coming from this is it looks amazing. It looks really, really good. But is this in-engine or is this in-game? So we've seen Ubisoft with Far Cry, with Assassin's Creed doing amazing stuff in-engine when it's rendered and it's on, a massive GPU farm or, mining farm or something where they can get stuff just looking absolutely brilliant and they can control every aspect of it, every aspect of the trailer and the footage perfectly, as opposed to in-game, which means that you've got someone doing the controlling. They have to recreate those scenes, which can be a little more challenging, even if they're cutscenes. But after CD Projekt Red's in-game reveal, I'd hesitate to be hopeful on this one because it might just be a straight-up rendering. I don't think it is. I hope it's not. Rockstar are normally better than that, but they've had a massive change in management over the last few years. They've had a lot of change in their corporate structure over the last few years, so we'll see how we go. One thing I will ask, though, we're all going to get excited. GTA 6 has been a long time coming, and I'd like to ask anyone watching this video and any other GTA or gaming YouTubers in general to really emphasize the fact that we shouldn't pre-order. We absolutely should not pre-order this game. Doesn't matter how good it is, how good the deals are, no pre-orders. I really want to get that commitment from everyone to make sure that we're not going to end up with another Cyberpunk or Horizon, where maybe the final product wasn't quite as polished as we could have asked for. We don't want to reward the corporations for putting out half-baked products. Yeah, we'll see how we go from there. But thanks for watching. Stay safe, wash your hands, and we'll see you in the next video.